Hello everyone. Oh, hold on, I need to grab the box. Okay, this is the deck I'm using. And I had something come through in meditation this morning. So here's my question, basically. It's real simple. Did treasonous traitor, bleh, he doesn't even have that much hair, whatever. Oh, he might in one spot. Anyway, did he have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein's death? Anyway, all know they were feuding for years, and Epstein hated him, and you can imagine the things he said about him. And I know while it's really funny to jump on the Bubba jokes, or the Bubba whatever email, turns out that was just Jeffrey Epstein trying to goad him. But you know, everybody has their opinions, and I'm not here to talk about that. My thing right now is to figure out, yes or no, did Trump have anything to do with Epstein's death? And if so, what was the degree of his involvement? Right there. Okay. So, emails, texts, all forms of written communication, something Trump cared about, something that was revealed. Yes. Let me just lay the cards out here. Yeah, the abuse going back and forth, social media, obstacles. Could just be issues with women, but it could also be something to do with Melania. Okay, verbal communications. Maybe Melania didn't like what was going on. Oh shoot, you know what? I didn't stop and set any intentions about like who the woman would be, and normally it's the main male's partner or main squeeze, or if you assign it differently, then it could be. But this could be Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay, let's keep going. The child. We've got toxicity here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Huh. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, so international opportunities. And of course, you know, it would have to be while he was in prison. And we know, I mean, we suspect that Bill Barr had something to do with that, right? But this is interesting. Let me go one more layer just because it can fit. Oh yeah, health issues. So here's the guilty card, or the guilty parties will be around that card. So, and then here's Trump. And all this is all the past following him. And of course, this has to be, I could look at it a couple different ways, but I do think it's more Ghislaine Maxwell, but also it could be, like I was saying, information that came out about Melania that Epps had something to do with. I hope everything's fitting. Let me just raise this up a little tiny bit. There you go. Okay, so there was something about information about children, and more than one, and the opportunistic, so basically, the hidden secret Epstein files, right here, going out on social media. There was a threat there was a threat of that getting out there that was so toxic and could implicate Trump. Yeah. Wow. As far as the guilty party, whether or not Trump was guilty, the cross is our guilty card hanging over him. And this has been dogging him for years. And yes, he was definitely tied in the transnational, money laundering crime syndicate. Even though, I don't have the ring card here to show the crime ring. We all know he's part of a ring. He's like between him and Epstein, I don't know who would have been at the top of the food chain there, but he was definitely involved. Trump was in a dangerous position with things getting out online that were very important to him, and even blocked his or put Melania in some kind of he didn't want dangerous secrets coming out. The mountain card can be secrets. And Melania had some speaking up about it because things were coming out in the news from overseas that were abusive, or not abusive, but, implicated her. And we all know that Epps was a sex addict. But they were all, all those pictures of the four of them together with Ghislaine, and even if this had to do something to do with Ghislaine, we could bet that Epps was in danger as well as she was from things getting out. And you know how Trump loves to be the guy who's got the control, right? I mean, those are the patterns, and so would it have Epstein just as much. But anyway, all this coming up behind is this like betrayal. Trump feeling betrayed because he was worried, on one level, worried about what Ghislaine would say in the social media, in the social sphere, announce publicly, right? Because look at... Oh boy, yeah. And about children, secrets hidden about children. Ghislaine was afraid of death herself. Yeah, man, look at the dark cloud, all this stuff tying to her. And reading this as Melania, because we can do both. Of course, she wanted it ended. It was hanging over her. May have even been affecting her health. And then that dark cloud she just couldn't handle anymore. And so complications for Trump. So when we're asking about yes or no, and you get the Sun card right away, the two main yes cards in the deck, well, the number one is right here, the key. And then all the connections are here with the star card. The tree could very well be connecting to, all three branches of government, right? And also the karma, Trump's karma. If I go with just the four corners, yeah, it's clear, and there were dangers, and he wanted to cut the cords. He thought that just being logical, like he could cut away the bad ties to Epps. And then also he was analyzing all kinds of information as it would come in, with the tree card up here. And also his karma involved with this man. So he just basically used his brain to thought he could just cut away any bad ties with Epstein by shutting him up, keeping him quiet, all of that. And yes, he's guilty. This is our guilty card over here. And then This is Trump for sure. So getting him, oh man, even getting him locked up, I think Trump had something to do with it. Because right here, this whole, yes, his secrets, and yes, ending anything that could, come back home to nest about children, about Trump's opportunistic, because he loved children, right? Really young girls. Well, so did Epstein, but Trump's just as guilty. It's just that Epps probably developed the network of extortion and money laundering and all of that and human trafficking before or separate to. I don't know, we got to remember Trump had the, the beauty pageants where, there were 14-year-old girls. So there's all of that. And Trump had, what Trump's really guilty of is stealing, look at these two cards mirroring each other. Stealing children from foreign countries with ties to foreign countries and hiding, obfuscating underneath all that abuse. And he did it repeatedly. And with the snake card here, he was, on one level, Epstein was a dangerous enemy and a rival to Trump. And on another level, Trump just lied and was deceitful, and this is how they were in it together. They were in it together, and then what I'm getting here is that Epstein turned on him at some point. Trump went, oh crap, he's talking about it, and maybe even to Melania, and maybe ganging up with Ghislaine Maxwell. And Trump wanted to just block the whole thing. So, dang. It's not real straightforward right out the get-go, but when you look at all the surrounding cards, and look at all the ones that are around Trump, the snake and the mouse or mice in one deck is like, in one spread with a Lenormand deck. Dang. And the clouds. Mice, cloud, one of the darkest cards to have connected to any personality is the clouds. And then we add in the sun with the narcissism and everything coming out on social media, Epps files, things that were hidden, but the dark cloud over Ghislaine and Trump. And, of course, he's given her everything she wants, including most likely commuting her sentence. And right? Just look at this. I would say that she's got him where she wants him, or she's also in a minimum security prison where somebody could come in and get her, and then he wouldn't be worrying about her anymore, because of course betrayal is all around him, and it's just a matter of time, as long as his memory holds out enough. But that's the thing, is malignant narcissists, the psychopathic tendencies that, he's hugely psychopathic. The psychopathy within this man is unbelievable. And he's not going to get out from under Alzheimer's or dementia, whatever. And when they're in the throes of that disease, they tend to get worse. And so I don't know if he's going to get to her in time, but that's what's hanging over her. I am seeing this more as Ghislaine rather now than Melania. But I'll tell you what, here's what we can do. because I think we've got the full picture there. Let me go ahead and use, because I know a bunch of you are going to go, why didn't you use a Kipper? Let's do that. Let's use a Kipper, and it is this deck here, Ciro Marchetti's. And, okay, so now, if the lady card comes through, so the main male would be Trump, the main woman would be Melania. Ghislaine Maxwell, as a younger person, I'm going to assign to the wealthy girl, or not girl, what's her, I forget what it's called. It's like wealthy female or whatever. But there's a younger and an older. So I'll assign the older as Ghislaine now, younger back in the day. And then the supportive man, or the older man, I'll put that on, that will be, what's his face? Epps. And then the rest of the cards will tell the future, the past, present, and future. They will, I always trust that they line up that way. Past, present, future. Or main issue, and then kind of past, and then future. Did Trump have anything to do with Epstein's death? Right there. Okay. That's interesting. Change. Let me just get the cards laid out. Oh, I can bring it down. These cards are a little smaller. Yeah. Now, this could be Epstein when he was younger, but this could also be any attorneys that helped. Well, let's just look at the rest of the cards. Here's a strategy. Oh boy, over time. Here's Trump down at the bottom, where now he doesn't have any control. This is Ghislaine in the past, when she was younger, supporting the strategy and the movement of trafficking from other countries, trafficking children. Yeah, okay, let's keep going. Helplessness. Yeah, it's official. It's official, Trump did. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at this. Wow, when you get this. Whoa, okay, let's keep going. Here's Melania, I assigned that card. Here's their security home, clan, even the whole big clan of the money laundering crime ring. Trump, no wonder he fought so hard. And I honestly, I don't really feel like anything big's going to come out other than what's been leaking already. But I mean, it come out from... Trump may very well be signing or have signed that, the Epstein Transparency Act that's supposed to go over his desk this morning, because it just slid right through the Senate, went, bam, let's put it on his desk. They didn't hold anything up. No vote. I don't think they voted. They just said, yeah, let's do it. And now, even if he signs it, she's already up there with her lion. It's all in the name, right? We had Bill Barr, and that she's saying the same thing. I'll follow the letter of the law. I'll follow the law. She won't answer a question. She's just skirting around it. And see, here we go. Here's, what's her face? Ghislaine. Now. Yeah, kind of in the big house, I suppose. Not really, but she's part of his clan. And look at, again, the coffin cards hanging over her. Okay. Melania's, she wanted the kibosh on it as much as he did. That's interesting. Makes me wonder if she's implicated somehow, right? Okay, so... unless I go out a little, might as well. Let's bring this back up. where I had it. There we go. Yeah, because look at that. And here we are with the foreign. There's evidence. Other people, other countries have evidence, have records and files. And you could bet that you could bet that Ghislaine knew how to hide things really well. So I'm thinking that Melania even has some records and evidence, and she's probably hanging that over Trump. Like, you give me what I want, and I want this much money, and it's because I can take you down, right? And yeah, because all this is hanging over her marriage, partnership to him. You know what? I feel like Melania has a lot of guilt in it as well, because of the loyalty here to the partnership, and to keep her ass out of, well, to keep them all, out of prison. So Ghislaine at this point will give. So this is definitely, you can tell this is Ghislaine, right? She's got the painful loss hanging over her. She's got the ruh-roh. Even if she's subpoenaed again, they're not going to do anything to her. But this has been hanging over her, and she literally is in prison. She's looking to her, financial security in the future. She'll give Trump whatever he wants, because she's worried about being taken out, of course. And then here's Epstein, who's, of course, died. Here we go. See? Epstein died in prison. Yeah, sure, he hung himself with sheets. And he broke his own hyoid bone in 2 places. Sure. So there we go. And I just want to say, hands down, you know what? You guys don't know what I've been through with these kinds of readings with YouTube. I used to not be able to, I was under like threat of having my channel put down because they wouldn't allow anything like this to be uploaded, where now it's okay. So we have evolved, I suppose, that way. But, back in the day when the 2020 election was going on, and none of us could hardly even do any readings on the election, and they'd put up this big, banner underneath the reading saying the 2020 election was, yeah, we know Trump tried to steal it, and yeah, all of that, and all the January 6th readings. So anyway, that's a squirrel moment diversion here, but I am just remembering all the readings that I did that I had to take down. Now I can talk about it. And look who's right at the middle. And look at these cards here. Like the painful loss is ending. Is hanging over him. A painful loss and ending is hanging over Trump, because there are so many people that want to know about the human trafficking. And also this would be, on another level, I can read these cards as the Epstein survivors, and also Virginia Giuffre's book, right? And all of this that's coming out, and the good thing is, he's looking forward to something that has been developing over years and years and years. And here we have the important discovery and all the complaints that the people want out. That's what we've got. To have the adjudication and the courthouse right next to each other, and Melania having something up here. So it's like, no wonder she's so loyal to him. It's more than just the trophy wife payment, Disgusting. So, but look what's hanging over him. Look at these 2 cards knighting to him. Men, attorneys who want, like somebody like George Conway or some of the other ones, any of them that are now, working in the light, to bring forth change for all of these survivors and to try and end their painful loss. It's official that this guy's friggin' guilty on so many different levels, and there's nothing that he wouldn't do. That's what I'm getting here. And Melania, to keep their clan intact. That is of course, a big part of the whole international money laundering crime ring. And I'm wondering if there's something that's kind of leveling Melania at this point, and something that might come out because she's feeling hopeless and helpless because Katie Johnson is still very much alive and well, and she's done that video that's on YouTube. But this is interesting to have Melania come through again. So we have Ghislaine and Melania that are guilty here. And definitely Ghislaine will give him anything he wants. And she's looking forward to a payout. And maybe an agreement was made. Yeah, it's very possible that an agreement was made a long time ago. Otherwise, because she's, Ghislaine's got information. And she has it hidden. It's probably buried somewhere, literally. And the coffin card can also, a lot of times I look at the coffin card in either the Lennies or the Kipper as being a server. And it's like, ruh-roh. And then here's Epstein. And all these cards sneaking up behind Trump. Epstein was a dangerous, hidden rival and enemy. This is our stand-in card for the snake. The Lennies, we had the snake, remember? So now here we've got Trump did not trust Epstein. Epstein had power over him. Epstein wound up in prison. Trump, with the help of maybe some other younger person with money, had something to do with it. And we could even throw Bill Barr in there. This card can be the stand-in for Bill Barr. And there was a payout, a risky payout, but it's there. And it may all come out at some point if Melania starts getting scared about something, because she's got the goods. And here's the important discovery: he's looking forward to it. So this is his future that's going to catch up with him, and then here's what's going to be happening. So eventually it's going to come out. Things are going to come out anyway, because it's too big. This is bigger than, this implicates, all of them, but it's bigger than this little pea brain, this little friggin' monster thought. And he deserves to be in prison because he is bent and crooked. That's for damn sure. So, okay. So, again, sorry it took so long to get there, but at least we have the whole backstory. And, yeah, I'm surprised that Melania was involved as she is. But, yeah, I think he did have his hand in taking out Epstein. You don't have this lineup if that weren't the case. So, okay. Thanks for listening, you guys. Take good care. Bye.